Hi guys, good morning or afternoon. I'm here today. Let me start my timer. I'm here today to just bring you along as I do some decorating in this design team project that I'm working on right now for the Paper Cameo. So I'm putting in tags, gluing down the texture pieces I've made, and making tags from some of the papers basically. And thought I'd show you what I've done so far and go from there. So here's what I'm thinking for the wonderful. This is actually not the cover that comes in the kit. A different one. This is one of the pages, but I love it, love it, love it, love it. So I made it my cover, and this is a Japanese fabric. It's cotton. It's quilters. You know, Japanese fabric. It's not really from Japan. Oh, although maybe it is. I don't know if they have textile mills there for American quilt fabric. And I thought I would put that right up here. I wanted these pink characters to match, to bring out the pink in her blouse. And then just set that on there. I thought that was really pretty because I don't really want to take away from this great cover. And I made this frame myself. It's a 3D from Tim, and you know, I just did it on a gold foil paper. The pack he sells of metallic papers, and there's a few golds in there. I don't remember which one it was exactly, and then I just really aged the heck out of it. I used everything I could think of, and I don't remember because I did it quite a while ago, and I've been saving it for just the right project. But I think it's beautiful with this. What do you think? What do you think? I love it. I just love it because it's all these beautiful muted grays and browns and olive greens. Just a favorite color set of mine. Just love. It's called drab in the fabric world, and I just love it. And then this has got, you know, the light and dark, so it doesn't, and I didn't really want it to stand out too much. I have the red version, but I felt that the red just stood out too much. Let's see if I can give you a view. You know, it it detracts the eye, and I really want the eye to be on the woman and then on the frame. There's a lot of gold that Nicholas put around the outer edges of some of the pages. A lot of them have other colorful things, and I just think the red didn't really go. So again, I've had these forever, so I can't even suggest that you'd be able to find them. But that's my plan, and I was debating if I wanted a black stitch around here before I glue it down, because I've black stitched around many of the other elements in this journal. And I wanted to take a look at it and see what I thought about that. It would just really show up here and here, and then of course on the back. I think it's probably a nice finishing touch, so I think I'll probably do that. I hope I can sew on the machine on such a thin piece of cotton and have it not wrinkle up. I may have to back it with something to give it some structure. Oh, you know what? I could back it with this thin paper. And then if that showed a little bit, that would be cool. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I like that idea. Okay, I'll do that later rather than take up the time now. So let me give you a quick look-see at what I've done so far. It's gone pretty quickly. It's just a beauty. Look at this beautiful detail. Just beautiful. And this looks like a piece of old velvet. Probably could have been old paper, but it just has a worn velvet feel to me. Oh, love it. I made pockets in the front and pockets in the back. I'm not going to cut the circle in because I just don't want to. I don't want to detract. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do here yet. I have some texture pieces still remaining, and I might end up putting one of them in here. I love this page just as it is. Did you know that the magnolia came from China? The magnolia plant, which came from China, grows to a considerable height. So I put in a couple of, I think, 2 papers from one of Nick's earlier kits called Purple Magnolia. And I put a stamp, old stamp, on top of a piece of paper from, I don't know, China or Japan. I have this whole book of Chinese or Japanese papers. This is the book. So fantastic. I bought it ages ago as a used book. Oh, look at that's a good one. Oh my gosh, that's a good one. The papers are kind of white, so I end up, aging them with various liquids and stuff like that. But this is a beautiful book, just full of beautiful stuff. And now I finally, and it's a soft spine. It's very movable. So I'm going to use the book as well as what's inside. So this was one of the texture pieces I did on a tea bag, and I like that there. I'm going to glue it down completely. I'd like it to be a little transparent. Just covers up some wording. It covers up blank. I just wanted to have the fact that the magnolia plant came from China in the beginning, since I have the magnolia showing from that kit. I thought it went well next to the purple. This is a little layered. I put a stamp, old stamp up here. And then this is, I'm pretty sure it must be rice paper. Yeah, I can see now some of the threads that are going through it. It's striated. It's super thin. It's very, very old. I have some more that's a different piece, but similar and very old, a little more white. So I want to use this in bits and pieces because it's just too beautiful to use up in one book. And then I've got modern rice paper. You can buy, as single sheets in the different craft stores. And this is another piece. It's got sticks in it and bits of stuff. And this is a page from the kit. Well, every page is from the kit. Really beautiful for writing. So I'm going to just glue it at the top and leave this free for writing underneath it. Now these are a couple of the texture paste pieces I made yesterday, I think it was yesterday. And I really love how they turned out. I used a script stencil that's not Japanese or Chinese, just script. And, it's just meant to be elusive, in other words, and emulate Asian writing. Such a beautiful page. I might just use it because I have it. Not quite sure which one I would go for. Kind of thinking this one. I think the white's a little too bright. So this is open to going somewhere else as well. Let's see. The next page. I cut one of the pages down and turned it into a tuck. This is a piece of the ephemera. I stitched around the edges with my machine. And she's holding those items that are just so Japanese. And Nicola did a lot of pink and red in these sepia-colored, very grungy looking photos. And I might do more to it. I just don't know what that is quite yet. And then this is on top of one of the other sides of a magnolia flower from the magnolia kit. And the color was just perfect with it. So I didn't really want to cover it up all the way because I just thought it brought out the peach and looked very cool there. This is part of the kit. It's called Cherry Blossom. And this is you know, sort of a stencil that to me looked very similar. Sorry about that light. It's the sun. I wanted to just shade it ever so pink. So it is a very, very pale pink. And it's supposed to look like a cherry blossom. This is the back. So I felt comfortable using it again in the journal. And then I pasted on this little piece to form this tuck. And I hate to cover her up, but these go so well with everything. You know, they fit her I forget what it's called. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on it. And I just felt like it was a nice combination. And you kind of get a layered surprise in there. Love the floor here. I don't know if it's tile or linoleum or what, but it's really pretty, and it's similar to that. I love how grungy the page is. I mean, you could easily tear it down and still have grunge. This is another page where I'm thinking one of these would be workable. Now this, I'm actually going to put together, and this could actually also hold that. Or, I'm just going to put this upside down for looking at it. You know, I think I could get away with the white and the craft here, and I really haven't found anywhere else yet. I've been really eyeing this green. I used again Lindsay's Miracle Powder, or Lindy's Miracle Powder, to decorate. Yeah, that green looks really good, doesn't it? I wish I would have done more green. It's a big project getting all that texture paste out and coloring it. I mean, it's a mess, and it's, you don't want to do just one when you go through so much to get it out, so you end up doing a bunch, and it just ends up being, you know, a time suck, which, you know, you don't always have time to do it twice in a row. Yesterday was okay, but I don't know if I want to bring it out again. The white definitely is more acceptable now that I have this backing, and it kind of brightens it up. I kind of like it. Okay, let me glue this down. Here's what I do with her big flaps. Sometimes I glue them down so that I can get a lot of ephemera in it, but oftentimes I don't really have a lot of ephemera to put in it. So then I just glue it down so that I have a nice round edge, but I don't use it as a large tuck spot. Hope you guys are well. Hope you're getting more spring weather. We're starting to, although it's been quite chilly for a week. We had some rain too. So I don't think we'll ever have Southern California weather again like we had for eons. I think it's all in the past. I mean, we never wore, short sleeves every day. Went to the beach when I lived right by it constantly, every day that I could, and never did I not. We didn't own coats. That's how much it's changed. I am living further north than that area. That was in Santa Monica. So that, it does change a little bit as you go further north. But it's only really an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. I prefer to use Beacon 123 because I think it's just really going to last. But I don't go to the edge because those spillovers are shiny, as I'm sure you know what I'm saying. Okay. So if you guys are enjoying my videos, or if this one is going well for you so far, I know I'm just starting, but I'm afraid I'll forget if I don't say it. I would so appreciate you liking it, hitting the like mark, because that really helps it to spread on what YouTube shows on the right-hand column. And without YouTube helping me to spread it, I just don't get very many views on my videos. And I know this because the recent design team project for Chapter 1 on Vintage Florist 2, the second part, it went to, I think I'm at 1,200 now, at least 1,100. And I don't think that would have ever happened if there hadn't been quite a few likes right up from the get-go. Let's see, I need this to slip in. Huh. Oh, I see, okay. Let me just, okay. There we go, okay. I'm going to slip this in. Let me see. And so that just, that just really showed me that those likes mean everything. And I've noticed that a lot of people have those cards that come up and remind you to subscribe. And then they also say it in their show. So, or in their video. So I'm trying to come up with the way to be able to get one of those cards. I keep trying to hire somebody to do it for me because I'm just not techie, but so far no luck. And so I never say it, so I'm just gonna start saying it, and I hope you don't mind. It's very motivating. That's what it comes down to for me. There we go. Okay, so I think I like how this blue, I'm going to put a lot of distress on there. I think it'll look a lot better if I distress it. In fact, let me do that now. Let's see, after I finally get it in, I got to take it out. Oh, well. So this kit might look a little bit, intimidating because it's certainly a subject matter that doesn't come out in kits very often, although other people have. And they're gorgeous. And now I feel like I probably am more likely to get a hold of their kits so that I can continue to use these items I have that I recently discovered, because I do really love the aesthetic from Asia, whichever country we're talking about. I don't really have much of I don't know what the difference is, if it's a Chinese ideogram or it's Japanese or Taiwanese or Indonesia. I don't know. I just think they're all beautiful. So I think what I'll do is grab some of those after I move on to another journal that I'm itching to make, and see what I can come up with. The back fabric, or the back paper, is also in the kit, and I have left it as is because I think it's perfectly beautiful and lots of writing space, and that's fun. So what I'm basically saying is, if you like this kit, if you like the way it looks, give it a shot. It's really fun to work with. One of the things that I pointed out, it's really challenging, but it isn't. Like, once you get over the initial different, that it's not pretty in the traditional sense, you see the beauty in it. And I wanted to show you something today as well, before we get too far here. I printed out this entire journal on coffee dyed paper. Very light, very light. Probably there's some tea dye mixed in there. I kind of sometimes do tea and coffee together even. This is on 32-pound presentation looking paper. It's actually not. It's matte white. And this is what the back one looks like. So compare with the coffee dye. It's so grungy that I just thought it just asked for coffee dye. It's much bluer over here. A smoky blue is what Nicola called it when you use regular paper. So there's that. And then this, I need to take that out again. Oops. Okay, I'm going to not show you there, but I'll show you when we get to it next. So now that we have that inked up, let's see if the white is going to work. It brings your eye to it, which is a good thing. The green fades away. It really doesn't show. So I think the white is going to work there. And I would glue it right on here. And I want to ink it up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cut this out first. Hold on. I'm going to use my cutter. Let's see. Trying to give it the same amount of space on each side. Okay, there we go. I think, yeah, this was the top. Okay. Okay, and then this top has little perforations because it came out of a book, out of a book of craft papers. You know the show, the TV show, that Magnolia, you know, originally, what made them famous? They sell stuff out of their shop. When they first opened up, I bought this book that looked so cool. It had a really cool cover and stuff like that. Turns out it was actually cooler than I thought, in that it was just filled with this graph paper. It was graphs. It was all craft is what I mean. It was filled with craft paper, and it had plain, lined, and graph. So it was a great asset. I got it ages ago. I don't know if they still sell it. But the cover was a total disappointment. It was just a paperback, cheap, regular paper cover printed in a pretty color, but not how it looked or for what you paid. So I wrote them and I said I'd like to return it. And they said, that's fine, just keep it. We'll give you your money back. So I'm thinking that they actually had a bunch of people that were not happy, because the way they photographed it, you thought you were getting a very cool book. So that was nice. So I found myself using it over the years. I'm happy to have it. Okay, so then this, I'm thinking I'm going to, maybe I'll put it right there, because I really like this lettering showing. Or, but I don't really want it to hide now. No. Okay. So I could put it like that. Oh, that looks the best. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. I hope you like it. I hope you like it. Okay. So it's just been really inspiring. I feel super motivated to work on this project that honestly I did not have a clue. It just seems like Like with the Paris scrapbook, things just fell into place once I said I'm going for it. They just literally fell into place. I found stuff, I got ideas. It just has been really exciting, and I'm just so glad that I'm going down these roads that challenge me more than I've been challenging myself. Okay, so I feel like that's done. I think I need to put a little bit of glue in there though. Let's see. Here we go. I took some time over Christmas to look at some of my old journals. And some of my old videos, some of my old journals are on my website. I mean videos of flip-throughs of my early journals, let's put it that way, not old, early, are on my website. And it was pre-YouTube. Never thought I would do YouTube, so it was going to be in lieu of. But anyway, I look at those and, oh, there's things about them I absolutely adore. And I'm really, surprised I like them so well. But I was very kit dependent. And, what I'm trying to do is become less kit dependent. Use those as well, but not monopolize everything with them. Look at this. Isn't this pretty? These are separate papers, but the shapes being the same, I like that. And this is more of the scripting that I did on this wonderful piece of ephemera. There's 4 or 5 beautiful sepia photographs. I used a different stitch around every single one. I played with my machine stitches, which again is getting out of my comfort zone. It says My Japanese Cherry Blossom. So that was fun. Decided to leave all the black threads on it until I decided I don't want to. This would be pretty here also, but no, purple clashes. Okay. And then this is a flip. And you can actually look inside to this beautiful paper. And I've debated about putting this on here. I'm putting this on here. This is really pretty as is, so I don't know that I really want to interrupt it. It's kind of hard to go across and not chop into these, but I feel like it's going to need something. And then we have this on rice paper, and again it just covers up a cool design. What I need is something smaller, something that could go across here. Oh, I think I know. It's coming up. So yeah, that's a page in the kit. I left my floss long, purposely tied it down low, because I might add, I don't know if I have some charms that would work, but I'm thinking I might add some dangles down here. So we'll see. This is my favorite page so far. I love the red accents. So this is the other side of that flip. This is the tag. I sprayed vanilla. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's vanilla that I sprayed, and I added one of the wax seals that's in the kit. And then this is just cut out of the page. Again, I did this on coffee dyed, and this is on regular, so this is more pink and blue. And these are a lighter color, very pretty. Either way, you could do one of each, and they would look totally different. And that tucks in there. It could just slide behind, but then it would fall out. So it tucks in there. And I like how the red sticks up, and that led me to put this fantastic envelope into this pocket. And I added this. This is not on the pocket. This is a piece of ephemera that comes in the kit. Stunning. Love it. And so I really played up the reds here. And this beautiful thing. It's got this cute attachment here. I'm not sure what I'm going to put inside yet, but isn't it pretty? And then I stitched around it. For a while I had it over the side of pages so that it could be pretty on both sides. But I really love their kimonos, or their little backpacks, or I think those are their kimonos. I don't know what those are. Oh, those are, again, the cummerbund, but they're oboe, they're obi. Oops, there's my timer. Okay, let me look at the time. Okay, I have to start work soon, so I'm going to have to wrap it up. Let me show you the rest. I'm not planning on doing anything else to that page. And this is another character, scripted one. And I used a stitch on that, and I thought that was a cool stitch. It kind of felt Japanese to me. And this is another one of the sepia. I did age these after I ripped them out. I aged them. I think more is going to go in there. I've actually cut out, this is another page that I printed in color. And I didn't print these on tea-dyed. I printed these on just regular copy paper. So it's got a gray cast to it. And so I think I'm going to be making tags from these girls to go in there. I love the background scene. That's that mountain they're so famous for. What is it, Mount Sinai? Or oh, no, it starts with a Y, right? I love this house back here. But you can see how grungy it is. Like that. I mean, it's just a great kit. It's not formal. It's very informal. And this girl is serving tea. Look at her little hat, like she works for the airline or something. It's so cute. Really like it. And this one has scenery, the same mountain, Yashimoto or whatever. Oh, it's terrible. I can't remember it. And love this page. Love it so much. It'd be bluer if it wasn't on tea-dyed. And then this is going to go here, and it's going to be a belly band. So I will brown it up, cut off this perforation from that pad, and put it there. And this is our cover, so I wanted to use it inside. This is a stencil, and I thought it looked a lot like a cherry blossom. So I put that in there. Beautiful page, it didn't need much. And this is the other side of that magnolia print that I showed you. It has, underneath here, it has the binding that was part of that kit, then the colorway I didn't think went that well. So I cut some of the scenery out and put it here just to kind of grunge it up. And then I put a tag down here, but this ended up covering the tag, so it didn't look that good anymore. And so I added fabric and cut out a character. I have this great fabric that I really like. It has little characters in it. And again, this is from ages ago. So that's done. And then I wanted to do a lot of different fabrics, but as it turns out, they're kind of too modern looking and not grungy. I mean, I could probably do stuff to age them if I wanted to do something really huge, but I don't. So I cut out an ideogram and I just started piling up different. I wanted to get that yellow that's in here, and this is silk. And then this is the back of this, because this was too dominant. It was really more of a pink I was going for, and of course I didn't have any pink. I love how this turquoise shows through here. Love that one. So I think I want to do something else in here, and I'm not sure what it is. I have this fabric. Very cool. And I'm just not really sure. It's big characters, tends to be big. And this is so delicate that I just am not sure if I want to do something like that here or what. Maybe just a couple single characters. That might be good, just a couple of those. It's kind of a rusty brown red. So that's grungy, and I like that about it. So we'll see. And to move along. Okay, so this is what I was thinking could go here. I might make it a little shorter and put that there. I don't know. I mean, it's already got a lot to look at. It's almost like that's, you know, kind of, I don't know. This is also beautiful to me. I don't know if I really need to enhance it like with such a big piece. Whereas down here, it had some writing about the magnolia, and I just didn't feel like having that there. I like the date, though, 1908. So I thought I could put this over it, and that would help that page kind of blend in and look a little more Asian. I still have these two pieces to go. That's kind of pretty. Oh, I kind of like that. What do you think? This beige really gets picked up. It gives this more dimension. And then this one just kind of fades away. I'd love to know what you think. I'm not ready to make a decision. If you would put it in the comments and tell me if you think it's A, B, maybe I'd have to cut this down, B short or B long. I mean, would it just be the worst thing in the world to turn it on its side? It doesn't look good anyway. So A, look at both pages, B, and C, cut down. This would be cut down. Maybe C. Okay. And then this I really love. I took a flower off a stencil that I thought, you know, maybe could pass for a cherry blossom. Sort of look like that. So with that in mind, I took a tea bag that I did not cut. I just took it apart, but I didn't cut it open. And I love it. And then I put a tea bag note, or whatever you call it, a little message. I took the one off that was on there. It was more of an ad, and attached this. And it says, in all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous. It's from Aristotle. And I just thought, oh my gosh, I love how that turned out. So this was tea bags. I put a double layer of tea bags over this. So it could just be left, but the page looks plain to me. That's the bottom line. Looks plain. Oops. That's Alexa also reminded me I've got to go. Okay, and this is the back page and a pocket. So thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you will please like it. Hit the like and certainly subscribe if you want to. I so appreciate all my new subscribers. I really, really am motivated to share more and take more, opportunities to turn the camera on when I know that people are enjoying it. So appreciate your input. Would love to hear if you think A, B, or C. And any other comments you want to make or ideas that come to mind, because I'm in the final stages and I'm going to do this fantastic cover. It even looks good without that fabric, but I don't think it looks that good. I think the fabric looks better wherever it went. All right, have a great day. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.